Hello, Happy New Year, Ma'am Betty. Happy
Ay,
New Year
Happy
to
New Year,
all.
Raymond.
Sa
Oo.
lahat ng ating mga karevolusyonaryo, Happy New Year sa inyo. Yeah, Happy 2021. Kasama syempre yung have a safe 2021. Yan.
Hindi,
Okay po.
actually, ang unang iwi-wish natin is wishing everybody good health. Yun na lang
Ayan.
eh. 'Di ba?
Okay.
Health is wealth. So, wag na
Yes.
mag-isipan kung ano-ano pa. Let us concentrate on our health, no?
Yan.
Mm.
Oo,
Kaya
huwag
nga with
tayong
health,
matakot.
oo nga eh, mahirap matakot. But anyway, kasi 'di ba when we were talking, Raymond, we were saying na ang dami-dami nating lessons na natutunan sa ating mga na-interview. And
Opo.
naka 26 episodes din pala. Ay, how
Mm-hmm.
many episodes
27?
tayo?
26
26,
or 27?
27? Oo.
Opo.
So
Something
from
like that.
And of course, when it's the start of the new year, everybody would like to look forward to what's going to happen in
Mm-hmm.
2021, diba?
Exactly.
But I think we would like to believe na we can go forward if we have assessed the last year better. So para yung
Yan.
mga natutunan natin, we can use them, and then in making our New Year's resolution,
Mhm.
kung ano man yung pwede nating magawa to improve ourselves, our lives,
Yes.
lahat na, our health, 'di ba? Yung sa atin nga health revolution, we say it encompasses all aspects of life, the
Mhm.
financial, the
Exactly.
spiritual, the social, emotional, lahat-lahat na, kasi it has been a very crucial year, ang
Correct.
2020 for us. But as we say, we will still keep on learning,
Yeah.
even if it's a pandemic or whatever.
Mhm.
Ayan. So
Yes,
ikaw
and
Raymond, ano bang
opo,
natutunan
well,
mo the best from
marami
last
tayong yeah,
year?
we learned a lot, 'di ba? Of course, we
Mm,
first of all we learned to adjust. We learned to adjust to the new norm, which is of course hopefully
mm,
in the long term. Pero that's
mm,
what we have to face right now.
mm,
Nag-pivot tayo, and of course as human beings naman, we are ano naman tayo, resilient naman ng humanity, ang human beings eh. We
mm,
we we evolved na, di ba? Pero syempre, this is a lifelong process, and the good thing about us people, we learn. Katulad ngayon, we're transitioning to the new year. So talagang maganda po balikan natin. Especially our program, itong Health Revolution, was birthed in the midst of the pandemic. And
mm,
unang-una, we were disrupted by the pandemic. No, we
mm,
were rolling out our launching, no, sa school, sa isang medical center. Tapos na-disrupt tayo. Pero dahil nga resilient ang mga tao, and we have to
mm,
we pivoted, nagre-program. Pero ito tayo, and binabalikan ko ma'am yung for the past few days yung mga episodes. So sabi ko, wow, every episode talagang siksik ng learnings.
mm.
And yeah, especially ito yung mga best practices of our guests. Hindi sila mga
Oo.
ano eh, yung mga ano lang, yung mga nag-theory lang nila, or mga tawag dito, yung mga tuturo lang. Pero
Mga
hindi, they
mga
practice.
mga actual, 'di ba? Actual
Yes.
learning experiences that they have.
Yes.
Kaya nga 'di
Oh,
ba, yan yung gusto nga natin mangyari, na parang we just hindi naman yung very generalized, kasi what we want people is to share, 'di ba?
mhm.
Share their individual experiences, and makakatulong naman 'yon. Kung minsan
Mm.
kasi yung when you have a grand idea, hindi siya it stays as an idea, because people, uso nga ngayon yung mentorship eh. So actually, it's more
Yes.
of like, parang ang ginawa naman natin, it's more of like coaching na rin in a certain
Yes.
way. Kasi
Correct.
people will learn with the very, very detailed and very, very specific steps that our resource,
Guess. Yeah.
resource speakers, our guests, were able
Mhm.
to share with us. Actually, yung iba nga kulang nga yung isang session para
Yes.
sa
Correct.
dami ng ideas na pwedeng magawa. Sabi nga nila, there was one book, si Seth Godin, he was talking about marketing. Sabi niya, ang
Mhm.
dami-dami naman pwedeng gawin eh. Kaya lang, kailangan mo lang hanapin you have to find out which one will fit you, because
Yes.
not
Yes.
all ideas will fit one person, and not and we cannot do everything naman that people will
Yes.
suggest for us, 'di ba?
Correct po.
So why don't we go back, parang memory lane tayo
Sige
to
po.
do, to
And if
last
I may
year.
add, yes po, if I may add to that, if we do everything all at the same time, wala tayong ma-achieve. So,
Yes.
kailangan talaga focus
Mm.
tayo. And
Oo.
ito ngayon, we're going back to our episode number 1, who also happens to be a coach siya eh. Mentor,
Mm.
she's also an influencer.
Mm.
Pero siya ay kung ano yung ginagawa niya, yung tinuturo niya is what she really practices. A
Mm.
triathlete, a yogi practitioner,
Mm.
mindfulness rin siya, meditation practitioner. So, isi-share natin yung screen because I think, yeah, we have kalahati pa lang ng ating mga naging guests, no? We're
Mhm.
featuring today because
Mm.
yun na nga, as I said earlier, siksik talaga tayo ng mga learnings. Ito, the
Oo
beautiful
nga.
Miss El Ada na ngayon ay
Mm.
nasa ano siya ngayon? Puerto Galera.
Mm.
She
Alam mo
migrated
yan yung
there.
isang maganda nga with the pandemic, kahit na nasaan yung tao puwede mo ng kausapin. Hindi kagaya dati, you
Yes,
have to bring them to the studio. So,
correct. Oh.
oo, yan naman yung naging maganda na nangyari.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes po. Based
Yan.
on my experience nga sa Light TV, nung sa Edge TV namin sa studio, talagang hirap na hirap yung mga guests. Meron talagang mga guests na hindi makapunta dahil because of yung proximity and the heavy traffic, ano, yung lahat and all, ganun. Pero ngayon, wala silang may excuse. Except
Saka
for
ano,
internet.
yung
Internet.
what we're trying to do is really connecting people. So like for example, we featured El Ada. So for
Yes.
people who might be interested in what El Ada is doing and what she can teach
Mhm.
you can always go to her Facebook, 'di ba? Yan yung maganda ngayon eh. Google
Yes.
mo lang ano, oo. And
Yeah.
oo. But
Yes,
you
kailangan
know,
nga talaga you are Googleable. Di mo ba?
para maging if you are Googleable,
Parang mas
then
legit ka.
then you
Credible.
can
Di
make
ba parang ano?
kalabog-kalabog.
Kasi
Ah,
if people can Google you, then they find out, oh, what you're doing, di ba? Who you are. There's
mm,
more
mm,
credibility. Especially
mm,
ngayon online, virtual presence, medyo nakakalito po talaga. Dami pa ng mga scammers din. Of course, there's always
yeah.
good and bad. Ay,
Mm.
babatiin ko lang po muna si DJ Love na nag-post. Ayan,
Ah,
DJ Love, uy,
hi.
kapilito ko to eh. Gonzalez.
Mhm.
So, also
Hello.
she is a frontliner po. She is a nurse dyan sa Davao del Norte. Nasa Davao siya ngayon.
Oh,
Hello,
mm.
thank you for watching, DJ Love.
Yeah. Happy New
And for
Year,
your
DJ
greeting. Happy
Love.
New Year.
Mm. Mm.
Ayan, okay.
Anyway,
Frontliner.
going back to Elle,
Anyway,
going
opo.
back to Elle, I think she was one of our guests na nagbigay siya ng very detailed din yung mga ano niya, mga
Yes.
tinuturo niya sa atin, 'di ba? I think
Opo.
one of them is 'di ba ano yung mga rituals niya pag yung sinasabi niya na
Sige po.
ano
I-share natin yung screen. Okay.
let's discuss parang we share then with our
Yeah.
mga ka-revolutionaryos baka may ma-pick up sila, 'di ba? And these
Yes.
are
Yeah.
alam mo 'pag babae medyo detailed, eh. Yan yung maganda
Opo, mas
din kasi
detailed.
oo, para we can follow, 'di ba? So for those of you who are looking for New Year's resolution, alam niyo yan lang naman ang
Yan.
dapat nilang sundin, eh. Sabi na, morning
Yes.
rituals or habits,
Yeah.
gano'n.
Very
And
basic
then
lang, ano? Very basic.
oo,
Simple. Opo. Yeah.
yes, oo. 'Di ba? Kailangan lang may regularity, kumbaga ang sinasabi
Correct.
niya.
Consistency
So
po, di po ba? You have to be
yes,
consistent
oo.
lang.
Oo, kasi you want to achieve something, eh. You want to achieve a goal, then you have to do it regularly. Sabi nga nila, it takes 21 days to correct a habit or to have a new
Yes.
habit. So, kailangan din you make a routine out of it. Tapos yung kasi siya dahil triathlete siya, 'di ba? So, cold
Yes, ma'am.
shower,
Yeah.
invigorate. Pero ako hindi ko
Well,
kaya 'yun.
if I may add to that, ma'am, yung cold shower, it's good sa umaga talaga. Kasi po, ako I notice,
Mhm.
kasi, well, in Quezon dati, kasi malamig talaga tubig doon, galing sa Mount Banahaw. So, yan,
Mm.
meron
Mm.
kaming hot shower, pero mas maganda talaga pag umaga, for me, for us here, everybody in the house, mas gusto namin cold shower sa umaga. Pag gagabi, okay lang mag hot shower kasi baka,
Hmm.
especially at my age, at
Ah,
our age, hindi
ay,
na. Pero sa morning
hindi,
talaga,
makapaspa
at
nga.
saka,
Nakakapasma
oh,
if you have a cold
sa-
shower. At saka it's not
in
relaxing.
the afternoon.
Yeah,
Opo,
oo.
therapeutic yung hot shower sa hapon o sa gabi. Ang sarap.
Yes,
Ang
oo.
sarap,
But
ang
still, you
sarap
have to take
itulog
a
yan.
rest. You have to take a rest
Yes,
first
yes.
before you take a shower. Oo.
Before hitting
And
the
then,
shower. Yes.
yeah.
Opo.
Tapos, I think Elle is into, di ba, yung mga yoga basics for
Opo, ayan. Yes.
meditation. Yun.
Opo.
Sabi nga
Ang
nila,
sabi nga niya, basic lang,
mm,
hindi na kailangan yung mga very stressful mga yoga poses. Yung ano lang talaga
oo,
basic. Breathing,
oo,
sabi nga niya, breathing is very important.
oo, meditation. Yung parang, sometimes when you are so busy, you need to take a break. You stop and then just enjoy the silence.
Correct.
Mm. Tapos yung
Yung
make
ano,
us sweat, alam mo yan, totoo yan, yung make us sweat na yan. Especially
opo.
during the COVID. Very important yan. I always teach people nga na if you feel that you are asymptomatic with with COVID, make it
Mhm.
like parang yung nag-uumpisa pa lang. So what you should do is make a sweat. You know,
Correct.
you drink hot fluids,
Yes,
and then
yes.
you wear a sweatshirt para
Mhm.
mapawisan ka. Kasi
Mhm.
those are the toxins coming out of your body.
Correct po.
But remember
Kasi,
to replenish din para
yes,
you will not be
rehydrate.
dehydrated.
Yes, yeah,
Oo.
rehydrate. At saka yung po
Yes.
mga indoor no exercises na simple lang, pwede ka na magbuhat ng iyong yan, yung monoblock. Tapos
Mm-mm.
konting push up, especially now in quarantine, no. Yung
Mm-mm.
walking, right now we're practicing walking and jogging doon sa roof deck every
Oo.
morning. Kasi
Okay.
meron
So
ka ng
that's good.
sunlight, meron ka ng sunlight, meron ka pang exercise. Kasi sa
Mm-mm.
roof deck, ang ganda direct sunlight in the morning. Kasi especially for diabetics, yung morning sun produces insulin. Ayan.
Mhm.
Yan, very
Actually,
important.
yung one of the good that you should be exposed to for COVID is the sun. Sabi ko nga
Yes.
yung spinal, yung mga lalaki, 'di ba? You can have a take in the sun, sunbathing na walang t-shirt, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So, and focus on the spinal. Ayun. Pag
Mm.
mga babae siguro naka-bathing suit, pwede din.
Opo.
And of course, you have to take your vitamins D3 and then your zinc and vitamin
Okay.
C.
Yeah. Okay. Zinc.
Ayun.
Po. Alright.
Oo.
Tapos, ang
Mm.
sabi pa dito, magandang takeaway din ni El, yung take baby steps. Kasi
Mm.
nga, medyo pag sisimula natin stress break exercise, naalala ko yun nung nag-start ako
Mm. Mm.
mag-walking muna, hindi ako agad nag-jogging, walking muna. Kasi tagal na po natin sa quarantine eh.
Oo.
Tapos, actually kayo yung umaga ko lang sinimulan, mag-jogging na rin. So,
Mm.
nag-circle around the roof deck. Malawag-luwag din naman po. Tsaka ang ganda ng araw na ngayon dahil hindi na rainy season.
Yes.
So, in the
Oo.
morning. Di
Oo.
po ba pag
Punta
mga COVID,
opportunity.
yung COVID patients, talagang nilalabas pa nila yan
Mm.
paarawan at 10 a.m. para
Mm.
makakuha doon ng vitamin D. At
Mm.
importante talaga yung sunlight. Tama naman yung papaputi. Okay. Okay, so
Eh,
important talaga po, yung baby steps. Okay.
mm.
Uh,
Magluta
okay
tayo
tayo
na lang
mag-test.
pag umitim.
Okay, so let us now go to our
Yung second
second guest.
natin, I think she was
Ito na. Ay, teka. Hindi pa.
biking, 'di ba?
Yes,
Biking.
opo. Opo.
ah
Advocate siya ng bike to work. Kahit
Oo,
dati po
si
tapos,
Anne. Oo.
si Anne
And
Anggala at
si
saka
Anne,
Violence Against Women.
yeah.
Isa rin sa mga
And
kanya. Yes.
yan yung one of the good thing that happened during the pandemic kasi
Yes.
nabawasan yung yung ano bang tawag nila doon, yung carbon, yung
Carbon emission po. Carbon emission.
emission. Oo,
Opo.
kasi nga a lot of people went into biking. So it has a
Hmm.
double purpose. It
Tsaka,
saves the environment and
yes.
then it makes the biker healthier.
Mhm.
And sabi nga ni Anne, it also helps with the mental health. Kala nyo nagbabike
Mhm.
lang. In fact,
Yes,
biking
naging
is
therapy niya yan eh.
recommended.
Yeah, naging therapy
Oo.
yan ni Anne eh. Opo.
Yeah, oo.
Yes.
And biking is recommended as a therapy for people who have problems with their mental health,
Parkinson. Naalala ko, we
Parkinson.
shared a video,
Oo.
di ba? Yung
Oo,
about
tama.
that. Opo,
Oo,
naalala
oo.
ko yan. Ang ganda.
Mm.
Opo, very
Mm.
powerful. Tsaka yung biking, nakatipid pa tayo, pro-health, pro-environment. Ito yung pasok doon sa ating holistic na approach to wellness and
Yes.
health.
Oo. Pero siyempre,
Before,
ang kailangan nga, may support group kasi otherwise, nag-umpisa ka, wala kang kasama, medyo
correct.
tatamarin ka na rin, and
Opo.
then, hindi
Yung
ka na
story naman niya,
matuloy-tuloy.
nagsimula
Mm-mm.
sa isang babaeng mentor, kasama siya sa small group, sa Bible study din, na-plug
Mm.
in siya sa isang biker group. So maganda talaga yun para ma-motivate tayo.
And the
And
good thing
before we say,
was, they
opo,
gave away bikes, di ba? I remember they
yun,
gave away bikes. So, yan
opo,
yung sinasabi nga niya na it's never too late to relearn something. And
yes,
it's
yes.
never too late to start something. So, parang yung movement
Mhm.
niya, so that's what they did, di ba? Through the
Yes,
movement, more people were biking. And the good
opo,
thing is, they want to share. And so, they gave
opo.
away bikes. So,
Opo,
yun.
tsaka
Yun
hindi
yung
lang yun,
maganda.
na-segue pa nila sa bike exchange, yun yung mga frontliners sa provider nila. So talagang pwede tayo mag-risk
Mm-mm.
to start something new. Tsaka yung pandemic, doon tayo
Mm-mm.
nagkaroon na talaga ng opportunity to reinvent, to pivot ourselves. So, ang
Mm-mm.
ganda ng,
Yeah.
isa pang maganda yun. Panoorin niyo yung mga previous episodes sa My Big Inc., sa Health
Mm.
Revolution, tsaka sa My Big Inc. YouTube. Okay.
YouTube,
Ay,
no? Mm-mm.
opo. Ito pala, sabi ni DJ before we segue, need to
Ah.
drink vitamin C for the immune system, one of the
Mm.
good for in the time
Tama.
of COVID. Tama.
Oo.
Tama yan.
Number 1 nga yun
Sunlight din.
vitamin C. Ayan,
Yes
tapos
po. Tsaka
sunlight is very
sunlight.
important.
Yun. Kaya
Vitamin
nga.
sunlight yan.
Opo. Tapos exercise. Oo nga,
Right.
walking, jogging. Yan. Simple lang.
Mm.
Biking, di ba?
Oo, oo.
Bike to work.
Kaya nga
Opo, exercise ka na, nakatipid ka
mm,
pa.
tama. Mga
Okay.
simple lang. Alam mo yun, yung what we're trying to propose is to inculcate in people, to let them know, to let them focus that, with simple steps, they can
Yes.
already reach a very greater goal. Dahan-dahan
Opo.
lang, small steps,
Oo
di ba?
nga po eh. Nagko-connect yung sinabi ni El episode 1. Halos lahat ng guests
Mm-mm.
natin natatakil ito yung take baby steps. Hindi mo kinakailangan
Mm-mm.
to start big kaagad eh. As long as
Yeah.
maging consistent tayo. Okay.
Oo.
So, ang number 3 natin, ito, sukilin natin ito sa
Mindful.
Okay, walang picture sila dito. Si
Meditation.
Sunshine at saka si Chris. They are founders of mindful.ph. Actually, guest ko lang po ng Monday si Chris sa Edge Talk. Kasi nga, ang ganda, we should start right this year, right? So, tama-tama, mindfulness meditation at ito, dinemo pa nga nila. Napaka-importante nito. Okay.
Kaya maganda din yung pagkasabi nila, mindfulness. Sabi na mindful. Di ba? The word in itself will tell you that it is an intentional way. So, kailangan nga mag-focus ka, mag-pay attention ka sa mga experience mo. Tapos yun, sabi nga niya, with curiosity. Yeah. Sabi nga nila, it should be there's hunger for learning. And then you have to have an open mind na, wag naman yung, kuya, may kausap ka palagi, gusto mong babarahin. Alam mo,
walang judgment. Bawal judgment. Sabi nga nung time show.
Sabi ko nga, when you talk about, pag palagi mong, when a person is sharing their experience with you, experience niya yun di ba? So, you learn from it. Kasi ikaw you are the one who's going to learn. Kasi they shared it with you, di ba? So, just keep an open mind and absorb lang. Well, it does not necessarily have to happen to you, di ba? But that is their experience. At least you know. Right? Oo.
Totoo po.
So,
yan, no? So, yan, no, yung kasi magkakaroon tayo ng better perspective, di ba, ng pananaw natin sa buhay. At saka hindi ba parang you have to stop and smell the roses. Parang kasi nung before the pandemic, everybody was on fast mode eh. We were living in a fast lane. Pero nito nagkaroon ng pandemic. So sakto rin talaga na tinuloy pa rin natin po yung ating program even online kasi ito yung talagang kasi nga health concern yung pandemic eh. So at least we were able to emphasize all of these things. At saka importante din yung natalakay din yan maging isa pang guest, yung self-care. So being mindful also helps us to focus on ourselves din. Hindi pwede yung, kasi ba tayo mga Pilipino, especially the women, di ba, the mothers, medyo sacrificial, para
Oo,
bang,
oo,
di
tama.
bali na yung tisa ko, wag lang yung anak ko.
Mm,
Parang,
mm,
paano pag may nangyari sa'yo, paano yung anak mo, di ba?
mm,
Parang ganun,
mm,
ibinabalance din po yan.
mm. Kaya nga even sa airlines, 'di ba, ang sinasabi nila, "Oh, 'pag nagkaroon ng problema sa airplane, ayusin mo muna 'yung sarili mo bago 'yung anak mo," 'di ba? Kasi kung ikaw sarili mo, hindi mo maayos, you cannot take care of yourself. How can you take care of other people? Na
Mhm. Okay, so,
'yan. And then also
tsaka,
it's a
yes,
mm, the
yes
good
po.
thing with ano, having an open mind is sometimes it's also good na we clear up kasi when we clear our minds, then we are better able to absorb things and
Oh, yes.
oo, you can better absorb what other people are telling you. So
Mhm.
sometimes you get a change of perspective. But if ano, your mind is already dead set on whatever your mind is thinking, sabi nga nila, kaya nga to have an effective change, you have to change the mindset. Because if
Yes
the
po.
mindset, if you cannot change your mindset, then you cannot learn. Hindi, your perspective of things sometimes might might be wrong, 'di ba? So if it's wrong, then and you stick to that mindset, then it would be very difficult to change. 'Yon. Pero
Totoo
yun
po.
na nga, the very good thing about sila mindful is yung sarili muna. Take care of yourself, think
Yes po.
about yourself. It's not about being selfish, but you
Yes.
also because by taking care of yourself, then you help others along the process.
Gano'n po talaga yun, eh. Para bang in terms of monetary support, paano ka makakatulong kung
Mm.
wala ka, kailangan meron kang maitulong. Kumbaga, ikaw muna
Oo.
ma-bless para maka-bless ka ng iba, di mo ba?
Mm. Yeah, oo.
Okay. So, good for
Ayun.
physical, mental, social, and spiritual health. Holistic ito, eh, holistic. Okay.
Mm,
So, let's
mm,
segue to
mm.
the next guest. Grabe no, ang sarap balikan nito mga ito, mga ano. Okay. Ito,
Hmm.
isa pa, no? Si
Ayan,
Monique.
si Miss Monique, Monique Senieres, yan. Ayan,
Yes,
idol yan ng mga
napaka-memorable din.
OFW.
They're doing a great job, yung OFW family party list at saka
Mm,
NGO. Kasi talagang one
mm.
of the hardest hit sectors natin, ito
Ang
mga
daming
modern day
umuwi 'no?
heroes
Daming
natin.
umuwi
Opo.
and meron ding mga ano, sumakabilang buhay. But yun na nga,
Yes, yes,
OFWs have so many problems. Some people think they have a good life, but actually they are sacrificing a lot for their families.
yes
But
po.
then, yeah, uh, kaya nga yung ano, it's very difficult if you're an OFW or the families of OFW. Sabi nga nila, hurt begets anger kasi pag palagi ka nasaktan eh, 'di ba? So nasaktan,
Yes.
nagalit. And then
Opo.
when you are always in anger, then your health will fail.
Opo,
And then
ma-stress
it
ka eh.
becomes
Opo.
it becomes a vicious cycle.
And
So don't
also,
worry.
yes
Mm.
po. Di po ba? Tsaka there's always a tendency to hurt others kung health, kasi hurt ka, tapos hindi
Mm,
mo na-process,
mm,
ngayon, may
mm.
vent mo kasi it's easier to be angry, di po ba?
Yes.
Kaya sa
Mm.
even social media na, nakita natin yan, nagrarant sa social media, di po
Ay,
ba?
oo nga.
So,
Mm,
hindi nakakatulong yan. Okay, so kailangan
mm.
i-process talaga yan.
Oo.
Kaya maganda yung coping mechanisms na binigay ni ano eh, dito eh,
Mm,
na tip niya. Ayan.
mm. Yun. These are very specific kasi 'di ba ano
Mm.
siya eh, she has to take care of a lot of OFW families
Yes po. May
and
mga
ano,
may mga anak din siya na
oo.
mga Gen Z, college students
Mm,
in high school.
mm,
Tapos
mm.
syempre if you're parang ikaw yung mom ng isang malaking organization ng OFWs, talaga medyo mabigat. So,
Oo. So sila, they're like the listening board for OFWs if they have
opo.
problems, 'di ba? So sa ating mga actually not even just the OFWs eh, even ordinary people, palagi lang you just have to find a support group and
Yes.
oo, wag kang mawalan ng pag-asa that you are alone. Hindi na
Mhm.
you know,
You are not
To
alone.
be
Nobody
to
is
be
alone.
alone is a choice, eh. If you want to be
Totoo.
alone, well and good, 'di ba? If you can cope with yourself. But if you cannot cope if you cannot cope when you are alone, find a support group, 'di
Mhm.
ba?
Opo,
'Yon. And then
kasi di po ba,
find
there are people who are ano eh, parang, pero konti lang ito. You're a minority. Yung mas gusto nila yung isolation.
Oo.
Diba?
Well,
Yung walang kausap. Okay din
kaya naman
siya.
kung minsan, may moments naman yan, wag lang palagi.
Ha.
Kasi sometimes we
Iba
need to be alone para we want to
yeah, baka
think,
may
di
iba ka
ba,
ng kausap.
rethink. Ikaw, we want to think and rethink, di ba? Ayan.
Correct. Oo
Pero
naman po.
maganda din yan,
Time for
sabi niya,
yourself
na you
din.
find new hobbies. Actually, not even new hobbies.
Yes.
You have to learn a new, sabi nga nila, learn a new language or buti nga
Mhm.
nung COVID, nung
Yeah.
lockdown, 'di ba? Madami nga naging chef,
Yung mga bagong
madami
skills,
naging
opo.
plantitos, 'di
Oh,
ba? So,
yes. Oh, hard
yes.
skills talaga. Mhm.
Oo.
And yun,
Ayun.
celebrate small victories. Yung attitude of
Mm.
gratitude, importante rin po yan.
Yes, oo. Saka
Ayan.
'di ba, we
And,
always say na start small. 'Yun.
mhm.
Pa
At saka yung
Yan.
ano, ito maganda rin yung find ways to reward yourself. Di po ba?
Yes, oo. Small,
Small, small,
when you have small victories, you celebrate with a small reward for yourself.
aba.
And
Wag naman yung bili ka ng bili sa Lazada. Oy, may
ay wala ka ng
nasobrahan.
pera nun. Oo. Ibang problem yun. Yun na nga eh. Kaya nga sometimes you have to think and rethink. Kasi kung kunyari yun, gawa ka na, you keep on buying and then later wala ka ng pera, di you created a new
Yes.
problem. But at the end of
Mhm.
the day, the important thing is failure is the mother of success. So when you have
Yes.
failures, do not be afraid, diba? So like,
Mhm.
mga OFWs, yun, parang yung mga umuwi, some of them might feel, oh, I'm a failure, I have to come
Mhm.
home, diba? Well, everything in God's time, you might be able to
Yeah.
do something else as long as you are
Mhm.
able to cope. Diba? Yan yung
Yes.
pinaka-importante. You have to be
Yes.
able to
Cool.
cope with whatever God sends your way. And God will not
Correct.
send you a problem that you cannot solve.
Exactly. Yeah. Galing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's
Mm-mm.
move on to next step pala. Okay, sino bang kasunod? Oh,
Si Paul.
si Paul
Mm-mm.
Rohrer. Ito sila yung founder ng ano ng Safe and Sound for Mental Health. Ito yung
Mm-mm.
NGO na nag-support group ito na may mga problema
Mm-mm.
sa
Oo.
ah, mental health. So ito yung kanya ng mga coping tips
Tools
naman.
for
Yeah, for
isolation and
yes and
loneliness. Yan.
ayan.
Yan.
Okay.
Kailangan mo nga ng human connection
Oh, yun talaga
paminsan-minsan.
oh.
May
Importante
kailangang
talaga yun.
kausap. Oo.
Yes.
Tapos yun, find something to ground your emotions.
Hmm.
Find
Ito talaga
something that
mga
gives you
yeah.
purpose. Ito yung importante.
Ayun,
Kailangan may
maganda.
purpose ang tao eh.
Yes po.
Oo.
Ay,
Yan.
meron po ako nabasa, actually tinuturo lagi, di ba, yung find a purpose na bigger than yourself. Kasi
Mhm.
kung di po ba, parang something greater, bigger than yourself. Para magkaroon ka ng mas magandang sense of purpose in life.
Mhm. Pero dapat achievable.
Ayun naman po,
Ah,
doable and achievable. I mean, yung,
mm-mm.
ano ba, sa environment, yung purpose mo, environmental protection, or yung health, wellness, ganyan. Okay. So, get
Yes.
sunlight din dito. Get
Mm-mm.
sunlight. Importante talaga ang sunlight.
Exercise and diet. Yan.
Ayun. Okay. Tapos, proper
Proper
understanding. Okay.
Mm.
Ito yung assessment. Ito yung kailangan po ng ano, no? Ng reflection,
Oo.
self-reflection.
Yes,
Pero,
oo.
pag na-assess mo na, dapat reach out
Ano
ka.
na, oo.
I-reach
And then
out na
that's
ka.
how you can get rid of your negative thoughts and
Yun.
emotions, diba? You turn something negative into positive.
Okay. So, kailangan po yan, human connection doon, babalik yun doon eh. Tapos, kailangan mo ulit mag-learn. Okay, mag-learn ng mga new habits, hobbies. Good habits, syempre, pwede.
Ito, support group din siya, NGOs eh.
Opo.
So for people who feel na you're alone or you can join them, diba?
Safe and sound for mental health.
Kasi siya,
Actually,
personal experience niya yan eh. Na
dumaan siya
he was
dyan.
dumaan, may pinagdaanan, kumbaga.
Normally po pa ganun, di ba? Yung kung saan tayo, yung advocacy natin or purpose, may kinalaman din doon sa past natin para ma-share din natin yung kasi iba yung nagsishare ka from your experience talaga eh, of how you were able to break through, no? Especially ito, isolation and loneliness naging hanggang ngayon kasi we're still in pandemic pa din, so we have to to address this. Huwag tayong maging maging soloist.
O nga, like yung next guest natin, 'di ba, yung si Lay Acosta. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was talking about self-care, yung sarili, 'di ba? Sometimes
Mhm.
you have to take care of yourself. And 'di ba, ang self-care is dapat active tayo in protecting ourselves with
Mhm.
happiness, ayun, especially
Yes.
in times of stress. Kaya hindi
Yes.
puwedeng ma-stress. Kaya lang palagi lang, hindi ako puwedeng ma-stress. Paano naman ang gagawin para hindi ma-stress? So at first,
Yes.
allow yourself to commit mistakes, 'di ba? We are rookies
Oh,
in
yes.
life.
Don't be hard on
Oh,
yourself.
don't be too hard. 'Di man tayo perfect, 'di ba? And we
Mhm.
are not expected naman to know everything.
Yeah.
And we just learn. We learn from our failures and successes. Sabi nga, 'di ba? Mother is the failure is the mother of success.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ayun.
Kasi
So,
we never, 'di ba, when we fail, 'di ba, we learn. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Pag nag-fail ka, hindi ka naman nag-fail.
mm,
Kailangan matuto tayo ron. So,
yun yung
we are
importante
all,
doon.
ganda rin dito, we are rookies in life. Not perfect
Mm,
and not
mm.
expected to know everything. Si God lang yung all-knowing, ha?
Oo, tama. Kaya nga
Mahirap
we
kausap pati
share.
yun. Yung may mga tao kasing all-knowing, mahirap kausap yun.
Mm. Kaya nga 'pag merong nagtuturo din sa atin, the good thing is we do not commit the mistake of the person.
Yes, po, yes.
That's why we always say we learn from the person if
That's right. Okay,
oo.
so siguro let's take a break muna.
Mm.
Tapos, okay, naka-anim na
Sige.
tayo. Ako matapos
Ah,
natin yung other six. Okay? So, eto
okey.
na.
Sige.
Mag-ano muna tayo? Mag-commercial break muna tayo.
Mm.
Ikaw ba ay may problema dahil sa bad bacteria? Mayroong solusyon para sa'yo. Huwag mag-alala, subukan mo na para may good digestion ka. Haha, happy life sa Team Biota. Team Biota, para laging masabi ako dyan.
Mahalagang paalala, ang 15 Biota ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Kung puso ang problema, break the bad habits. Move on na para sa healthy heartbeats. A big 5-0. Tara na, let's all be fit. Mega healthy sa Omega 963. Para sa heart nutrient deficiency. Sa big 5-0, strong ang heart and body. Sa big 5-0.
Nakamubon ka na't kumanda? Sa Big 5-0, puso mo ay alagang-alaga.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Big 5 o ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Anak, anong gusto mong juice?
Ang gusto ko, veggie juice kasi gusto juice, gusto ng lahat. Ang veggie juice na papasigla ng katawan. Nasa gusto na ang lahat. May gulay na, may prutas pa. Ito na ang sustansya. Vitamin ay kumpleto. Ikaw ma, gusto mo?
Uminom na ng isang baso ng sustansya. Kompletong sigla para sa ating pamilya. Gusto Veggie Juice, your yummy veggie drink. No approved therapeutic claims.
Kahit na ang life is always on the go din ang fruit and vegetable drink mo. Para ang health goals, love with gusto.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Tutsi Esteron Santos, representing Australasia for Mrs. Universe 2020. I am 40 years old and have been married for 20 years. I have 3 beautiful children. I advocate domestic violence, and I'm a pageant model and runway coach. My hobby is playing golf. I wish all the Mrs. Universe delegates the best. I cannot wait until we share our beliefs, our kindness, and our thoughts, and especially the love for this world. Thank you very much. This is your Mrs. Universe Australasia 2020, Christine Ciceron Santos.
All right, we are back. And yan, balik na tayo ngayon sa home quarantine practices naman ng isa sa pinakamahusay na BMX riders sa buong mundo dahil recently actually nanalo siya sa international ulit quarantine competition. Send ng demo ng mga video tapos siya yung nag-champion. So
galing nga niya, 'di ba? Kasi even in quarantine, he does his own his own routine in exercising, 'di ba? Pag-athlete talaga.
Yeah, nasa basement o nasa backyard, talagang kahit nasaan siya, he is able to practice. So, hindi siya na-pin down ng pandemic. Ito, kaya, pero ang ganda, very basic, pero importante. Ito medyo mahirap din para sa iba, pero ako,
avoid smoking, mahirap para sa smokers. Pero,
athlete, mahirap yun.
Like my husband, sabi niya, he quit cold turkey and at the age of 60 plus, he was able to quit smoking. Kaya nga, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
So even in exercise, kasi nga, kailangan ng discipline.
Ako kasi yung lungs mo, prone niya, yung athlete. Actually, I was a chain smoker din po. At 31, natigil na ako. 31.
So yan
pero
yung
from teenager, from 14 up to kasi sa school, di ba? Ano yun naman. Pero ayan, kaya natin yan.
Actually, these are the 3 basic rules for all yung mga gustong maging successful na athlete.
Yes.
Yan, avoid smoking, avoid drinking alcohol, avoid eating and drinking unhealthy food. Kasi nga, food is your medicine. So, pag gusto mong maganda katawan mo, you have to eat healthy.
Opo, syempre, pag ano yung pumasok, kung garbage yung papasok sa atin, di tapos tayo.
Tama. Pero yun na nga, kung kailangan natin mag-isip, we have to listen to yung next naman natin na speaker.
Oh, yes, si Rock.
Oo. Siya naman.
One of the proponents ng design thinking sa Pilipinas. Naalala ko, Ma'am Betty, naalala ko lang, January, di ba? Nag-start planning tayo dun sa for Edge TV, invite ko kayo. Tapos doon tayo sa B-Spot.
Sa B-Spot,
Design thinking. Pero little that we know, did we know na hindi pala matutuloy muna. Di ba for next year na yan?
Okay lang yan, But design thinking, pero yun nga, I like the idea of design thinking. Kasi, di ba, it is the art of problem solving and decision making, actually involving the whole group. Kasi kadalasan, yung mga tao, they tend to be very quiet. Tapos ang dami, pag hindi mo tinatanong, ang daming opinion, di ba? But with design thinking, ang maganda dyan is everybody, kasi isusulat mo sa papel And so, nalalaman ko. And everybody gets a chance to contribute to how to solve the problem. And it is, ang maganda din kasi sa design thinking is, yung tinuturo ni Rock Cleo is, it is focused on solving the problem.
Yes.
You focus on the solution, diba? And then parang everybody, diba? Everybody give their opinion or the possible solution, and then yung diba yung parang the majority kung ano yung iniisip, and then you come up with a decision at the end of the day.
Yes. Ang maganda nito kasi it's a system, it's a process where everybody's heard. Applicable to kahit saan. Sa kanila as design creators, na-apply nila yan. Sa amin, sa media, na-apply. Kayo po, sa corporate world. So even in life, we can use it. So yun ang maganda sa design thinking. So,
it's very simple kung iisipin mo, di ba? But it's really, yung impact niya is maganda Kasi nga, yun, at it's a tool for creativity, a tool for improvement, saka it's a joint effort. So, at
Yeah.
least kung kaya like in a corporate world sa office, syempre pag lahat ng contribute sasabihin, "Oh, idea ko 'yan eh," 'di ba? Something like that. So they have an ownership to whatever the decision that has been made. And so gagawin nila, susundin nila, 'di ba?
Mhm. Tsaka balance, everybody's heard. Walang strong character dito, walang timid.
Oo,
Kasi may
tama.
post-it lang. So, pagka gusto nyo
Mm.
nakita, hanapin nyo lang. Actually, i-search nyo lang, i-google mo lang, design thinking feelings eh. Si Rock Leo,
Mm.
isa sa mga pioneers yan eh. So, Rock Leo, hanapin nyo lang yan sa Facebook, on Google, para matutunan
Mm.
natin to. Very important ito eh. So, marami
Mm.
tayong napulot dito na napakagandang
Oo.
approach on improving ourselves. Ayan.
Yes. Mm.
So
Ayan.
next up is, wow, mga
Oh.
plantitas.
Mm.
Ayan.
Um,
Kasi actually po, ang dami mga senior citizens na talagang ito na yung naging magandang libangan.
Kaya
Urban
yan
garden.
yung new hobby, 'di ba? Oo.
Ayan. Ayan,
Maganda
tama-tama,
din
pasok.
siya. Oo.
Oo.
'Di ba? Pasok
Tsaka,
diyan, nakaka-reduce ng stress. Ang daming puwedeng
yes, ang dami
mangyari with
benefits.
urban tsaka yung iba 'di ba, kinakantahan yung mga plants nila eh. Puwede din you
Mhm.
practice your vocal cords, 'di ba? Mm.
Yes po, yes. Naalala ko tuloy si coach ano eh. Pero actually ito, even if you are in a small space, katulad dito po sa amin, kasi sobrang ano eh,
Urban
di ba?
'di ba siya, urban
Opo,
gardening siya eh.
opo, pwede mong actually doon sa roof deck, yung
Mm.
yung kanilang laundry cage, kinonvert na, yung ba ng mga ibaba at saka mga
Hmm.
sides,
Mm.
andun yung
Mm.
mga plants nila. So, pwede rin sa mga windows natin, iba-ibang
Mm.
ways kung gusto lang talaga natin. And it helps
Oo. Yeah.
in the environment and sa atin din.
You can also get your herbs, 'di ba? Pag nagluluto ka,
Ayan,
siyempre mas masarap may mga herbs. Yun yung mas madaling i-plant kasi.
mga
Oo.
basil leaves, ganun. Actually, nakita ko
Oo.
nga po minsan may nabili akong yung onion, eh,
Mm.
natagalan na, yun pala, buhay
Yung
pala
ugat.
yun.
Oo,
Oo,
yung
sabi ko, wow, plantito na pala ako. Nandun lang,
oo.
nakatabi lang. Ang
Kaya nga
galing.
kung may binibili ka, sometimes you buy those with the roots. Kasi
Mm,
parang yung 'di ba yung sibuyas na may dahon. So yung
mm.
roots, yung bulb sa ilalim, yun pwede mo i-replant yun. Tapos you just use the
Actually, pwede
yung
po yan na
dahon.
nakahang yung mga onions. Nakakita ko niyan sa pwede ihang yan, hindi yan necessarily ibitin. Tsaka iba
Mm.
ngayon, di ba, ano pa yun yung water na ginagamit, yung
Hydroponics.
hydroponics. Pwede rin yung research, review niyo yan.
Mm. Mm.
Yan. So, yan. Para
Yan.
makabawas stress sa atin yan. Nakakabawas
Oo.
stress.
Tapos pag sa loob naman ng bahay, yun, you have a better air kasi nga we breathe in oxygen,
Oxygen.
but the plants they breathe out oxygen naman, 'di ba? So,
Ay, ma'am,
yung
alam niyo po ba yung citronella? Madali ba magtanim yan? Pwede ba
oo,
indoor yan?
parang
Hindi yata, no?
citronella kasi is good for mosquitoes.
Yun na nga kasi medyo malamok po yun. Kaya
Prevent
wala
ng
isip.
mosquitoes.
Opo.
Pwede naman. Kaya lang kasi parang wild yan
Limit size,
parang
right?
wild
Limit
na
size.
damo na mataas. Ay, every plant
Parang
naman,
yata.
every
Parang
plant,
lemongrass yata. Ang itsura niya, tama.
medyo
Parang
ganon.
lemongrass. Okay.
Pero
Okay, research lang.
ang plants kasi, they still need sunlight. Kaya
Okay.
kunyari, for example, gumawa ka ng maliit na, kunyari, bonsai, linagay mo sa sa kwarto mo, bedroom mo. Every once in a while, or actually every other day siguro at the least, kasi yun yung pinakamadali na i-plant yung mga cactus type.
Yes,
Kasi
yes.
nga, they don't need a lot of water,
Yes,
but
yes.
they need sunshine. So every day, you bring it to the spot in your house na merong araw.
Okay.
Yun. Otherwise, they will also
It was also
turn away.
tayo. Mabubulok pati
Oo.
yung roots. Is what,
Yes,
yeah.
oo. Oo.
Okay. Pero
Ayun.
madali lang ngayon, madali
Mm.
matutunan ngayon. Ang dami ng resources.
Kaya nga. Pero syempre kung aside from breathing the air, it detoxifies, di ba? It
Yes.
detoxifies the air. So pag tayo naman detoxify din tayo kasi the air we breathe is better, then mas maganda din yung physical well-being natin.
At saka good
Tapos,
for the eyes po yan yung naalala ko lang, yung dati ko,
the green. Green is
oo,
good for the
tititigan mo,
eyes. It
especially lagi tayo nakaharap
prevents,
sa mga gadget at computer.
it prevents astigmatism actually.
Oh.
But it has to be the very early morning na yung wala pang sun, hindi pa green na, kailangan green na green siya.
Fresh pa yung
siguro
green,
mga
hindi
6
pa masyadong
o'clock.
masakit sa eye.
Oo. Pag ngayon
Kasi
siguro
ako meron,
5:30
yes,
to 6, ganon. Oo.
yun, okay. Meron kasi ako astigmatism. Yung doktor ko dati yung sinabi, look for green plants, titigan mo.
Well, there was actually someone who's saying na you can get rid of your glasses by doing that. Pero I've been wearing a glass. Late ko na nang nalaman eh. And so, ayan, naka-glasses tayo. Ayun. Pero ang maganda dun sa plants, ako wala akong green thumb eh. Kasi
Hindi
healer
kayo
hands daw.
nagplantita, ha? Hindi kayo
Healer hands,
nagplantita.
mas mainit daw. Hindi, mainit po yung kamay namin. I don't know. But, pero yun na nga. Pero, every once in a while, syempre, mas maikli lang yung buhay siguro kung if we plan something. Pero we're happy pag may nakita ka naman, uy, ano na, kaya ko palang, magtanim, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo.
And it teaches us to develop humility. Totoo, yung patience, no po? Kasi, di ba, yung...
dahan-dahan kasi.
Tsaka inaalagaan mo, sarap din araw-araw.
Siguro ang malunggay, mabilis, mga 3 weeks yata, buhay na. Pwede nang...
Tutusok ko lang po yan eh. Tutusok ko lang yan. Tsaka munggo.
Yung mga ibang 45 days. Yung munggo, madali. Munggo, bababad mo nga lang sa tubig eh. Di ba? Dahan-dahan, magiging na siya.
Science experiment yan ng grandson ko dito sa condo lang. Ilagay lang pa namin sa tabing bintana, umusbong, magbibilis.
Magiging toge na siya.
Opo.
Ayun.
Okay, so up
bumili
next
ako ng madami din. Yung mga na yan. Yung kasi sprouting is also good for the health.
Oh, yes. Totoo.
Kaya pag siguro tinanong mo kay Dr. Barona, Linda Barona, lifestyle medicine siya, 'di ba, sa Adventist Hospital. I'm pretty sure she will tell you
vegetarians to eh. Mga vegetarians sila eh. Yes.
Sprouting is good for your health, 'di ba?
Okay. Ay, meron pa isang nurse na nag-comment, sabi niya, try blue ternate, DJ Raymond. Opo. Very effective yan. Every day, kinakain ko yan. Good for the eyes. Oh, wow. Si Benjun nga pala is ER nurse naman sa Toledo City, sa may Cebu province. Hello sa'yo. Yeah. Grabe, mga frontliners natin. Habang naka-duty, medyo nanonood sila. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Yun. So ito, yung takeaway naman natin from our another frontline to si Doktora. Ito, going back to the basics naman tayo dito. Okay.
That's very true. Kasi 'di ba, kaya nga masyadong mabilis tayo, masyadong madaming nangyayari, masyadong lahat gusto natin. So we forgot that the solution to our problems is actually to go back to the basics, to go back to the root cause, 'di ba? Like for example, sabi nga niya kung magkasakit ka, di i-address mo yung sickness mo.
Yes.
And then basically, ano ba ang kailangan gawin is you have to eat more of what is healthy and less of what is harmful to our body. Kasi pagkain talaga is very important, nutrition that we get from the food that we eat. Right? And admittedly naman,
dapat maging choosy pala tayo pag pagkain. Dito lang pwede maging choosy.
Well, kung minsan, kung may maling nakain, dapat alam mo din kung paano siya tatanggalin sa katawan mo.
Paano na po yung mga too much fat and pork? Paano na yan?
Ayan, mag-exercise.
Lechon.
Actually,
detoxify. Yan, diyan papasok yung mga ibang produkto ng beef.
Actually, kailangan din naman ng katawan natin ng mga fats. Fats and oils. Kasi nga, that's like for example, our brain also need a lot of fats, 'di ba? But then kailangan nga pag basics
balance lang.
So, pag galing sa kunyari, galing sa animal, kaya mga chicken, pork, ganyan. So like that, crispy pata, ganyan. Okay naman
Mhm.
siya. Pero pag for example, if your fats came from mga ano na, kaya nga pangit yung mga fast food kasi nga they use yung used oil,
Yes,
init
yes.
ng init,
Opo.
and then ang mga
Uh-huh.
saturated fats, 'di ba? So yan yung
Saturated.
ano, yan yung hindi maganda.
Iwasan.
Or like you're eating mga tocino that they use sa
Ay, yung
preservatives,
mga
they use a lot of
processed meat. Yeah.
artificial, oo, mga chemical
Mhm.
preservatives, gano'n.
Yeah.
Basta kaya nga sabi ni doktora, going back to basics, lahat naman yan
Mhm.
pwede. Tsaka, ano kasi some people are carnivorous, some people are
Yes.
vegetarian, 'di ba? Kasi well, if you follow the eat right for your blood type, some people can eat veggies eh. It's better for them to eat veggies. Pero some people hindi
Mm.
nila kaya eh kasi maybe because of the blood nga daw, the blood type, they
Mhm.
have to take meat. Kaya nga
Okay.
maganda nga
Depende pa rin talaga,
God
no, sa
has
katawan.
created the world in such a way na may mga taong dapat kumain ng gulay, may mga taong
There's
kailangan
so much
kumain din
diversity,
ng
ano po? Opo,
yes,
diversified
oo.
talagang.
Oo, tama.
So, talagang walang one ano eh, yung one cure for all, di po ba? Yung kailangan
Oo.
talaga depende. Okay. Oy,
You
may
have to be
dinagdag si
very
ano. Yes
observant.
po.
You
Yes,
have to be
opo.
very
Tsaka,
observant on
opo.
what will fit you. Kasi
Yes,
iba-iba
yes.
nga yan eh, di ba? We have
Ay, yan
different
naalala ko.
strokes,
Naalala ko
different
yun, yung
strokes.
takeaway ni ano, mamaya, yung ating last
Ah,
ngayon sa
ah,
episode na to. Yung ano
mm,
yun, be an investigator, naalala ko lang yun. Sabi
ah,
ni Nubert, blue darnati with lemon. Ayan.
ah, para
Mukhang yan ata
masarap.
yung ano, intake mo. Ayan.
Trend
Ano ba
yata
yun?
yun ngayon na.
Hindi mo ata ito magkakilala. Pero si Nubert ay ano, hindi ko alam yung blue darnati actually. Anyway, so okay, pero importante pa rin yung exercise to. In-emphasize si
Mhm.
doktora dito. Ito guys,
Ano yung
lifestyle medicine.
gluten
So
natin?
ito talaga yung lifestyle na maganda. Going back to the basics. Kung may sakit,
Mm.
address it. Kasi di po ba, tayong Pilipino, mahilig sa, ay, mahalang doktor, mahalang ano. Tsaka na lang, tsaka pa-check up, baka malaman ko pa yung sakit ko. May ganun katwiran eh. May mga
Mm.
pinausap ko eh. Alam mo pa doktor, malalaman ko pa yung sakit ko. Pero kailangan malaman talaga. Do not put it on hold,
Yeah.
di ba? Or
Oo.
on the side.
Tama. Mm. Kaya nga dapat
Yung sa akin,
kailangan nga lahat pinaplano sa buhay eh.
yes.
Mm.
Ayan. Opo. Tama
Parang
yan.
yung guest natin na susunod
Yung sunod,
si
yan.
Miss Heidi Malubay. Sabi nga niya
Oh,
urban and environmental planning.
opo.
It's actually very important kasi in the sense na during COVID times nga,
Mhm.
ganda nga ng takeaway niya for COVID eh, no, 'di ba?
Yes,
COVID
yes.
is community is very
Community and
important for
for
development
development.
and disease prevention.
Yes,
So
yes. So,
community, pag lahat ng tao, lahat nandun sa Divisoria nung Christmas, nagcha-shopping, paano
yeah.
na yan? Walang social
Oo.
distancing, di ba? Sabi nga
Mhm.
nila, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yan
Correct.
yung
Correct.
sabi ni Benjamin Franklin. Yun. So, pero, tsaka maganda itong yung talagang takeaway niya na nagustuhan ko is, if it is to be, it's up to me. Kaya nga tayo
Totoo
ang
yan.
dapat, di
Opo.
ba?
Accountable talaga tayo. Yeah.
Yes, oo.
Good stewardship.
Kailangan,
Very important.
yes, everything is from, napansin mo, may mga ano na tayo ngayon. Although we have been brought up na to be very sacrificing na lahat for everybody. But then, it still boils down to first, you have to take care of yourself first.
Totoo yan.
Everything
Totoo
will
po yan.
start from the self. Hindi naman sa nagmamaramot, but you have to start from the self before we can,
Actually, yeah.
mm-mm.
Actually, tinuro yan ni Jesus eh, sa Bible. Di ba?
Oo. Charity
Love
begins at
your,
home.
opo, sabi niya eh,
Diba?
love your neighbors as
As
you
you
love
love
yourself. Di naman
yourself.
yung sinabing, love your neighbors more than you love yourself eh. Siya ang
Oo.
pinagturo nun.
Tama.
Kaya nga siya,
As
pag
you.
marami ng crowd, lumalayo din muna siya.
Mm.
May time siya sa sarili niya eh. So, ganun
Mm.
talaga tayo. Yun yung example kasi na binigay. Kasi nga tayo mga Pilipino, Talagang makabayani tayo eh. Sakripisyo
Yeah.
natin
Kaya
ang
mindset,
ating
'di ba? May konting mindset
opo.
change then that has to take place. But at the
Yes.
end of the day, all of us will live out a better life. Yan naman yung
Mhm.
purpose nun. And
Yes, yes.
oo nga, I think ito yung last natin, si
Opo, opo.
Joyce Titular,
Ito,
si Joyce Burton Titular. Ayan.
take control of
Burton,
it.
pangalan ng anak ko yan eh.
Alam niyo
Apelido
po, ang
niya.
ganda ng story niya kasi kung kailan nag-lockdown, talagang due to her, ayun, ano ba yung mga physical issues, nag-gain siya ng weight. Kasi ito, medyo half,
Kasi
ano,
she's
half American to eh, si Joyce.
she
Ang
was a
laki niya
beauty queen.
yeah, she was a beauty
Bilang.
queen. Oo. At saka an actress. Ang ngayon, very active siya sa 700 Club as a host. Tapos, yung mga commercials ng Dove, siya yung nagbo-voice over ng commercial ng Dove. So, one of
I
the
see.
most sought after voice over talents. So, teka po, mapakita na natin. Ay, nawala.
She
Yung take away.
summarized yun She
Yan,
summarized.
may
Ang
placard
maganda
pa
dun
siya eh.
she made her own. Oo nga eh. May
Oo.
summaries na siya nung kung ano man yung mga takeaways na gusto niya you know, this is a good way nga eh. Kasi nga, she has already taken of herself. And now she's beginning to share na. So in her journey of sharing, ang gusto niya is nakasulat din para yung goals niya nare-reach.
Correct.
Nakuha mo? Yun, sabi niya, get in tune with God. So yan yung
Number
pinaka-importante para yung
Yes.
most especially the mental health, 'di ba? We need God behind us,
Of course. Yung foundation
all
natin.
around us actually. And God will be the driving force that will help us through all the problems that we have.
Yes,
Diba?
correct. Tapos find a good program. Yan. Siya meron kasi siyang sinalihan na group. Yeah, find a group pa rin. Find a support group or find a group. Importante talaga
Yeah.
yung group.
Join a tribe, 'di ba? Yan yung sinasabi nga na may group, find a good program is para there's a goal, there is a path to reaching the goal.
Oh,
You know,
yes,
may
yes.
plano, there's a plan, 'di ba?
Yes.
So join a tribe is yung naman
Yung
mga
support
support
group.
groups.
So,
Oo.
yes.
Para yon. And then your support group will help you break your addictions, 'di ba? They will help you manage your stress. Ayun. Sabi nga, parang siya, no? Parang na-summarize na yung a lot of the uh, of
Yung
what
ating
the
mga episodes.
other,
Yes.
Sabi
Very
nga-
fitting last feature for today. Yeah.
So,
Manage
yung
your stress. Ito yung manage your stress, pwede gamitin yung mindfulness, self-care, yung mga meditation, breathing, di po ba? At saka yung urban gardening, yan. Yung mga bagay na yan. Lahat halos na natalakay natin, no? Tapos be habit-minded, yun. Tama, break yung
long-term
learn.
planning.
Tsaka yung, di ba, yung
Kailangan you
learn.
break it small steps, 'di ba? Meron
Yes,
nagsabi diyan na you have to
yeah.
take the small steps para you can reach your goal. Ayun. And then, ito yung favorite mo, be a detective.
Yeah, be a detective. Kailangan maging, katulad sinabi nyo kanina, be sensitive tayo, observant. Especially sa ating katawan. Pakiramdaman mo how your food has been reacting. Like me, hindi na ako makain masyado ng pork ko ngayon. Kasi di ba Christmas season, maraming hamon dahil bigay ng ham. Naihalo sa salad, hindi ko napapansin. Pero napansin ko, nag-iiba na yung, I don't know.
Nag-change yung acquired taste.
Opo, siguro dahil sa age na rin. Dati kasi, sobrang hilig ko sa lechon, tsaka lechon, yung crispy pata. Pero ngayon, hindi na.
So,
Because
yun
my
na nga,
body
we should be a detective and actually a scientist din. Ako kasi I teach people na if you have a problem that you want to deal with, you have to make a journal. Like for example, you have to make a food journal. Kunyari, like you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Yan, very important yan that you have to make a food journal. Kasi ino-note mo dyan ano ba ang kinain ko? kaya ako nagkaganito.
Oo
Parang
nga, yes.
a pattern
Take
will come
note of
out.
that. Yeah.
Oo, a pattern will come out. So, para kang detective, hinahanap mo, ano ba, bakit ba, gano'n. You start to
Finding
question,
clues,
diba?
yeah.
Yes,
Investigador,
oo,
investigador ka
oo,
muna.
oo. Ay
Totoo po
naku,
yan.
Raymond, it's time to go.
Yes, opo. I-flash lang
Oo,
natin
ang
ito.
bilis, no?
Final reaction ni nakakatawa din
Ah.
makita yung blue turn natin change color
Change
pa.
color.
Okay, meron palang
Ah.
chemical reaction. Okay.
Pero blue
So,
turn natin, it's something
yes.
for, it's something to invigorate eh. Actually, pag if you feel, ano yan pampagising.
Oh,
Hindi ko lang alam kung
coffee
addictive
pala to.
siya.
Parang coffee pala to. Okay.
Oo.
Hindi ko pa
Ayun.
na-try.
The water turns
research
blue.
natin.
Medyo trend yan eh. The water turns blue din when you
Okay.
when you mix it. Ayun. So mga ka-revolutionaryos, we hope that
Yes.
you will join us again next Wednesday para we
Yes.
will also give you, 'di ba, the takeaways of
Opo.
the other episodes
Yeah.
naman.
I-run
Oo.
down natin yung the final
Oo.
12 also.
Ah,
Okay, or
Oo.
something.
Pero
Okay.
syempre gusto nating 'di ba, parang we summarize what we have learned so that mas na-emphasize din natin, mas it will stick to our minds what we should be focused on. And yun na nga, sabi ko nga sa'yo, kung mapansin mo, actually a lot of them they are pointing to the same things, but then it's up to us
Yes.
to find out specifically what route we are going to take to reach the goal that we want to have, right? Oo. Yan.
Kasi
So,
maraming choices, pipili
oo
lang tayo
nga.
which one works for
Oo.
us best, di po ba?
Mm-mm.
Then focus on
Yeah.
that.
Oo. But before we go,
So,
we'll still give
yes.
them papabaunin
Apa.
din natin sila. We'll give them something to start the year
Sakto to.
right,
Yes,
to start
sakto
the
to.
year on a light note, 'di ba?
Correct.
Oo.
Exactly.
Yan,
Opo.
oo. So, thank you,
Thank you.
Raymond, for joining me
Yes.
again. And
Thank you po.
I hope to see all of you again, including Raymond next
Yes. For another exciting 1 hour ng ating takeaways, the lessons we learned from 2020 that we should
Yes.
apply down to 2021 and beyond. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so gusto niyo
sige.
panoorin yung mga
Bye-bye.
previous episodes po. Ayan, starting June, yung first episode niya kay El Ado was on June 17. I-research nyo lang po sa Health Revolution PH or sa HTV Philippines at saka sa YouTube channel ng My Big Inc. So God bless us all. Thank you. Enjoy nyo lang tong final video namin. Then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tommy?
Yes, come on in.
How you doing?
Good. 23rd and Broadway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. How are you today?
I'm doing good. There's so much to do. So much to do. Whoa! Whoa! Watch out! Whoa, that was close.
What the hell? You almost hit me. Where did you learn to drive? Hey, you mad? Give me legs on. No.
How are you so calm and so friendly? This guy almost ruined your car and sent us to the hospital.
Well, I'll tell you something, man. People are like garbage trucks.
Really? Now, how's that?
Well, they run around with garbage, and they're full of disappointment, full of frustration, full of anger. And when their garbage piles up, they need a place to dump it on. And sometimes they'll dump it on you. But you know what? You don't take it personal. You just wave, smile, you wish them well, and you move on. Don't let their garbage spread to the people at work, at home, or on the streets. You love those who treat you right, and you pray for those who don't. See, now life is 10% of what you make it. The other 90 is how you take it.